Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. First of all, please excuse my messy fingers. I have just been doing obviously another video and yeah, I'm now covered in gesso and well, I thought I'm going to get messy in this video also. So just going to, yeah, just press record again. So I mean, obviously I've tried to clean them a bit with my wipe, but they're not coming clean. Right, okay, so I have got this book here. This is from Lewis Carroll, Victorian photographer. It's just a paperback version of this book. I think you can get kind of bigger versions of this, which are, you know, obviously much more expensive, but yeah, this was just kind of a paper version that I got from Amazon, and it's just got the most lovely pictures in here. So I thought, let's come along and have a bit of a play with a couple of the pictures. So yeah, let's kind of just take a couple. So maybe this one here. Now what's quite nice about these is they are all on a completely neutral back. So I mean, if you wanted to incorporate these in a journal or anything, you know, just folded over, they would be, you know, completely plain on the back, which is brilliant. Okay, let's take this one as well. Oops. Okay, right. So not made a very good job of tearing those out, but never mind. So I'm just going to work with two, I think, to get us started with. And what I thought we could do is just put this on some, you know, pretty background, and then maybe sort of gesso around it and things, so it's got a more like decorative kind of look going on to it. Now I can't decide whether I'd like to tear her down or cut her down. Oh, this is where I wish that I could hear you guys and you would be able to shout at me and tell me which you'd prefer. Torn or cut. Can't decide. So I'm going to make a massive journal card. So just cut that down like that. And then she is going to go on here. So do we want her torn or cut? Oh, I can't decide. Decisions. Let's tear her first and see how that looks. Oh, quite nice. Yep, I think I'm going to just use her torn. So, yep. Oh, she's lovely, isn't she? Yep, really like how that looks. So, might tear her down slightly more. Yeah, I might just tear her down slightly more. Maybe just down this edge a bit. Like that. Okay. Just get rid of that. So, yeah, I quite like how she looks like that. Now, what we are going to do is incorporate some gesso and things. So, I'm just wondering, because I've got some napkin over here, which just happens to be in the lovely shades of blue. I don't know what this would be like if I was to actually put this on top of blue, if you see what I mean. You know, whether it would look all right or whether it would look absolutely rubbish. Should we just try a portion of this? I mean, you just don't know till you try, do you? So, yeah, let's kind of just have a little bit. And I'm just going to put it over both the picture and the, you know, the blue paper. So let's glue her down in the first instance. Like that. Sorry about this, it's not making a very nice noise against the desk, is it? I don't know why it's doing that. So yeah, she's kind of just literally glued on there. Again, just spread her out. And then I just want to take my napkin and I just want to sort of decoupage on a small portion, really, not kind of a massive amount, but just a small section into the corner. So here. So I'm thinking I'm going to just use my fingers to put some Mod Podge down. Well, I'm so messy today, honestly, that, you know, what's a little bit more? So, yeah. Let's just, oh. Gosh, I'm really being a you know, very messy person. I don't know what's, well, I was going to say I don't know what's going on with me. I mean, what rubbish. I'm pretty messy half the time. But, yeah, just even more messy than normal today. So, I do apologise. Right. So, I'm just going to place that napkin down there. And just press it down. Now, obviously, if you watch me sort of do decoupage in other places, I would normally use my acetate to get it to, you know, press down really nicely. I'm not worrying about that too much because, to be honest, I'm not actually, you know, doing a big portion. If I was doing a bigger area, I would, of course, you know, use my acetate to just press it down. But because this is quite small, you know, I'm not really fussed. If it tears, it's fine. You know, it's all fine. So, yeah, not kind of going to worry too much. Let's just clean that off. Now, just wondering whether I'd like to do any more. Maybe like up in the other corner. And just clear the desk a bit. Yeah, maybe kind of like up here. So let's just tear a bit down like that. Or perhaps on there as well. Yeah, maybe like that. So again, just going to put some Mod Podge down. And again, just overlay that there. Okay. Right, being very messy, I have to say. Right, here we go. So I'm beginning to tear the napkin, which is precisely why I quite like the acetate method, because of course then I'm not really coming into contact with the napkin, which, you know, just if you're quite clumsy like me and you're liable to tear it, then, you know, that's probably a good thing to come into less contact with it. So yeah, right, let's just press it down with a dry wipe. Okay, let's just tear that away. Now, obviously, I am going to kind of like tidy this up. You know, I'm not going to just leave it like that. Okay, so that's the first one. Right, the next one, let's just bring in some more paper to put that on. So this one, I might do this striking green. So that blue's from my Bird Rhapsody. This is from, oh, I can't remember now. So I'm going to just tear this one again. Now I'm going to have to tear her down because she's obviously pretty tall. So she's going to just be huge on, you know, anything, let's face it. So yeah, just tear her down. Doesn't look very happy, does she? Okay. I'm just going to cut this down here. Oh, I've made this huge. So I need to tear her down further because, yeah, she's obviously a little bit too big. And so, yeah, she's like setting a precedent now for like how big my card had to be. So it's turned out massive. I mean, I know I said I was doing big journal cards, but come on. That's just ridiculous, isn't it? So let's just cut that down. Okay. And a bit here. Like that. Yeah, I'll probably take it down a bit here as well because she is a bit too wide, I think. And again, do we want to have any decoupage napkin? I just happen to have laying around here. Now, I don't know what this would look like against the green background. It might just look utterly rubbish. You know, because, I mean, of course, it does sort of sink in, you know, sink into the background somewhat. So, yeah, I don't know whether, you know, it might just look like a bunch of mess on the page. I mean, to be fair, this one is drying a bit like a bunch of mess on the page. So, yeah, this one might just take on the same appearance. Well, should we give it a try and see? Because, you know, we're just doing some experiments here and kind of seeing what we think. Oops, I've forgotten to glue her down. So I'm just gonna use that Mod Podge there to glue her down. Yeah, and then let's just glue her properly down. I just wanted to do something a little bit more sort of arty today, and you know, yeah, messing about a bit more with kind of some mixed media type techniques. I don't know whether I'm really carrying it off very well, to be fair, but oops. But you know, I mean, we don't learn anything, do we, by not trying? So you know, you've got to try to actually to learn things. So you know, and to be honest, it doesn't really matter, does it? It's just crafting. It doesn't matter if it doesn't quite pan out as you'd hoped, because you know, it's only craft. I mean, obviously you hope it does turn out nice, but you know, it's not the end of the world if it doesn't. So again, just squish that down, and then I'll just, actually I'm going to tear this off because yeah, it looks quite orange and I'm not over keen on that. Right, okay, so I'm just going to again tear this down like that, and then maybe just a little bit over here, I think. Yeah, okay. Again, just put some Mod Podge on there, and just, yeah, just like that. Okie dokie, right. Tear that down. Okay, right, looking rubbish at the moment, so I'm hoping that we're going to manage to make these look decent. Who knows? It's a mystery so far. Yep, maybe look rubbish when it's finished, who knows. Right, so I'm going to just pull in my stencil, and I think I'm going to go for I think I'm going to go for this one. Yeah, I'm going to go for this one, and we're going to just have a little bit sort of like, I want to have it over her and the napkin. So yeah, let's have it like that. Oops, like that. Okay. Oh, I hope I don't just spoil this. Yeah. Okay, that's not bad, not too bad. Okay, and then just have another bit, I think, like in here, maybe like that. Okay. Okay, let's see how that looks. It's not too bad. I mean, I know it probably looks a little bit, ooh, not sure at the moment, but I mean, hopefully by the time we've kind of distressed all this and inked it and, you know, done some other things to it, it will hopefully look quite nice, is the plan. So yeah, same with this one. Just going to bring in, I think actually maybe going up this side. So yeah, let's just take this in. Okay, oops. Okay, so that looks quite nice, doesn't it? I know, I'm hearing you. You are saying no. No, that doesn't look nice. What are you talking about? Yeah, I kind of agree. It's looking pretty rubbish so far, but hey, let's pretend it looks nice. So yeah, I'm just going to put in a very tiny little bit here. Okay, right. Oops, just wipe this off. The good thing is these pictures are slightly on the glossy side, so they actually can kind of like, you know, you can wipe off quite easily from them, which is, you know, pretty handy. They're quite forgiving. Right, okay. Oh, I'm not sure what I'm thinking to these so far, I have to say. Pretty diabolical, I think. So let's dry them now, so that we can, you know, do some other things with them without actually ruining what's there. Not that it's matters, because to be honest, what's there looks pretty awful so far. So yeah, perhaps it would actually enhance it. Who knows? Right, okay. Let's just try this off. So I mean, obviously it's got that decoupage napkin and it's also got the gesso. So yeah. Okay. Well, the decoupage napkin seems to be drying pretty quickly. I don't know about the gesso. I always find gesso takes longer to dry than I expect. You know, I kind of always expect it to be dry faster than it is. So yeah. Yeah, it's still not dry on there, would you believe? Okay. Right, okay. So, yeah, I mean, that looks okay, doesn't it? Right. Now, what else are we going to do? Well, how else can we just destroy this picture further? That's what I'm wondering. I'm sure that I can achieve something. Right, I've got these lovely stamps, you know, those gorgeous ones that I was sent. Would love to have one of these here. Now, do we want to just go for it straight onto the paper? Do we want to stamp it onto like some coffee dyed paper and then tear it out and have it on here? Do we want to have it in gold? You know, because I'm really loving the gold stuff at the moment. Let's just see. So yeah, let's just stamp it onto here first. Because, you know, once I've stamped it onto here, I can always then change my mind and, you know, re-stamp it onto the paper itself. But I mean, obviously, if I stamp it onto the paper, I can't then, you know, undo that. So yeah, if in doubt, try it out. If in doubt, try it out. Okay. So I'm just going to tear this down. Oh, I mean, how lovely does that look? I mean, I just love those stamps, to be honest. They're just so gorgeous. I love that French, you know, advertisement type vibe. It's really lovely. So let's cut this down slightly more because it's, I think, looking a bit too massive. So I'm just going to cut it down here. And then we're going to do some serious distressing, serious roughing up, and yeah, serious kind of like aging. And hopefully, you know, hopefully actually improving it, because I mean at the moment it looks pretty awful. So yeah, hopefully we're going to make it look really good. Okay, and just down this side as well. Oops, I don't think I've cut that very straight, so let me just go in here again. Cut the top very straight now. Oh dear. Right, okay, let's round the corners off. Now, lately I just keep on just rounding just two corners. I think that looks quite nice with just two corners rounded, weirdly enough. So I might just do that. Now I'm going to really, really rough these edges so it's like very, very, you know, distressed. I mean, obviously I've just torn that paper. Again, you know, I really don't mind that because it's all adding to the distressed vibe that I wanted to have going on. So let's go round. Okay. Did I not distress this side very much? Must have not done. Okay. Oh my goodness, I mean, how yummy and distressed does that look already? So I'm going to go in with my vintage photo now. I'm a little bit concerned that my gesso is still not quite dry, which of course I'm going to just then smudge it everywhere. Oh, well, right. So I'm just going to ink this up. Oh, I mean, I love how that looks. Just gorgeous. Right, okay, in for a penny, in for a pound. Let's just go round and just, yeah, just dress this. So this is a brand new vintage photo, I have to say. Just literally unwrapped it this morning. So yeah, it's very juicy. I mean, actually, it's probably a bit too juicy, and I should have really, you know, should have factored that in every time I'm dipping it in, just like gung-ho. Because now it's like really, really inked up. But hey, I mean, it does look super aged, which of course was what I was kind of hoping for. So yeah, can't have everything, can you? Now I've got also some what do you call this? Like parcel tape. This just left here from something else that I was doing, but it just caught my eye, and I thought, oh, I wonder whether I could just have a bit of this going on somewhere. You know, whether this would look quite good, I don't know. Might look rubbish, but hey, again, let's just give it a try. Oh, it might look rubbish. Where would I have it? Where would I have this is the question. Maybe down here. Maybe up there. Or perhaps it's too big. Hang on. Let's just take that down a bit. Let's just have a bit there. Okay. I really do love how that stamp looks. It's really gorgeous, isn't it? Yeah, really love that. Okay. So we've got this on here. Again, just like, you know, rough that up a bit more. Right, so let's put this one down. Okay. Try and get it vaguely straight, I suppose, shouldn't I? So, yeah. I love how that looks. Right, just try and sort of keep these a bit roughed up so they're not quite down on the edges, I think. Yeah, that looks really nice, doesn't it? Now, wondering about having a book plate on there. Let me just have a look. Here's my stuff. Right, I don't know whether I'm going to have one that will be quite right. Let's see. See this one. It's stopped raining now, so that's good. Oh, I've been filming back to back, so I apologise. It could be a different video completely where it was raining. I've lost track now of what was in what video. Yeah, might not have even been raining in this video at all, but yeah, who knows. Oh, that's quite nice down there. Yeah, quite like how that looks. We put that on a bit of lace. Now this is green, it's not probably quite right. Again, I mean, it's just what's laying around here on the desk. I thought, oh, I wonder if that will do. No, it won't really do, will it? I mean, it's all very well trying to just, you know, use what's laying about, but I mean, it's got to vaguely go, hasn't it? Let's just take this. Okay. I mean, I've kind of like covered up that whole sellotape now, but never mind. Doesn't really matter, does it? Yeah, what about something like that? Okay. Sorry about that. That's my eBay stuff. Like, I've probably been buying something from eBay, and it's probably telling me it's been dispatched now. So, yeah. Okay. Just pop that down. She looks really nice, doesn't she? Now, I might just put a couple of staples. I know this sounds a bit strange, but kind of just feeling like maybe a couple of staples through there. What do we think? I mean, to be honest, they're barely visible. But, you know, I do like staples, to be fair. Without a label or anything. Probably getting a bit too many bits and pieces going on. I've got this little butterfly piece that could definitely go on somewhere, couldn't it? Or just wondering whether we could just tear this round rather than having it, you know, so square, because yeah, it just kind of doesn't look quite right being square, does it? Just tear this edge down. That looks quite pretty. I might just literally staple that. Like that. So it's kind of like flapping a bit. Yeah, like that. And then, what else do we need on here? Do we think it needs anything else? Do we think maybe some black or some white around the edges? Let's see. I'll just put the black there. That's how the black would look around the edge. Okay, let's see what the white would look like. That's what the white would look like around the edge. Oh, I'm not sure now. You know, I'm tempted to just do a couple of white splatters. Should we do that? I'll just bring in my white paint. Hold on. Okay, and yeah, just going to wet that with some water. Oh, come on. Oh, now my spray bottle's not working. Come on. Heaven's sake. Right, let's just try. Okay, other than the fact I got it on her face, I don't mind how that looks. Yeah, I think that kind of like improves it, because it definitely was needing something, wasn't it? And I couldn't quite think what. That just has made it look a little bit more kind of messy and eclectic. So just going to put some around here as well. looks. Yeah, that's really, really nice. Okay, and just a tiny bit here. Yeah, I think that looks nice. So yeah, super, super, super grungy, that card. So yeah, let's put that to one side. Right, okay, let's see what we can do with the next one. So, oh, I feel really nervous now because that was quite a struggle I found to do that one. It didn't come very easily to me at all. So yeah, I hope that I can do a bit better on this one. Who knows? Who knows? No pressure. Okay, right, let's just get the Mod Podge out of the way before I spill that somewhere. So again, I think what I'm going to do is just start by trimming it down. Like that. Come on. And then just take this in slightly. Okay, right. Ooh. Okay, right. Now, let's hope that this gesso's dry. Should be, yeah, feels quite dry. Right, my napkin's just lifting here, so I'm just going to tear that off. Oops. Okay. Oh, it's got a bit of a weird look going on now, but never mind. Oh gosh, I'm even weirder now. Oh, it's getting worse and worse. Right, okay. Same here, so just again, just going to tear that off a bit. Right, okay. Now, do we want to do another one of those lovely stamps? Because that did look super lovely, didn't it, on there? You know, it was actually my favourite part of the card. So, yeah, should we do that? Let's just, again, stamp that off. Oh, gosh, I'm so sorry. It's now, like, really bright, glaring sunshine. I'm so sorry if you now can't see anything. It's, yeah, it's just literally come from nowhere. Just that bright, bright sunshine. Okay, right. Oops. Sorry, moving everything around here. Okay, right. Just tear this down. It's probably just a bit of sunny weather now, just getting ready just before chucking it down again for the school run. That's what normally happens, isn't it? You know, it just then builds up and then just chucks it down ready for when you're just about to go and pick up your children from school. Okay. Oh, yeah. I mean, I love those stamps so much. They are just so yummy, yummy, yummy. Okay, right. Must remember, brand new stamp pad, so pretty juicy. Okay. Right, again, just going to round, I think, again, just those two corners, actually. Really enjoying that look at the moment. I just think it looks, yeah, a bit different and, yeah, really nice, actually. So, again, just going to really rough around those edges. Okay. Right, okay, so she's looking pretty roughed up. Let's just do a bit more here to this than we did in the last one. Okay, yep. Oh, I love it. Okay, right, let's really rough this up. Oh, gosh, must remember this is a brand new ink pad, super juicy, super brown. Yeah. Honestly, why can't I just remember things from like 5 minutes before? It's a mystery. Absolute mystery. Right. Okay. I'm going to have this here. So yeah, really love how that looks. Let's just pop this one down. Oh, this looks so grungy. Just yummy. Right, okay. Now I've got these butterflies here. So just going to grunge these up. I mean, these are just laying around on my desk from something else, but I thought, oh, colour-wise, I mean, how perfect are these? Yep, okay. Okay, and yeah, let's do all three, shall we? Okay. Oops. Oh, I'm loving the butterflies, I must say. They look lovely on here. Yeah, really pretty. They just bring out that little bit of pink from that decoupage napkin. They look gorgeous. Okay. Right. Yeah. Oh, that looks pretty, doesn't it? Now, just seeing, because I've got some other bits here. I'm not saying that this is going to look quite right, but I just wondered whether we could do just like a long tab or something. It's probably a bit weird, but yeah, just wondered whether that might look okay. Maybe not. Let's just tear this down like in a sort of rough. Oh, it's not really the type of fabric that tears down in a rough way, to be honest. But, you know, that's not too bad, is it? And then let's just see again this one. I mean, again, I'm just like pulling in things that are just laying around, you know, thinking, oh, would that work or would that work? You know, just because they're like laying about on the desk. So I quite like that fabric down there, I must say. So I'm just going to glue that down there. And I like the way it just tucks like under here, like that. Just going to have that butterfly there. Yep. So I just want something over here because I'm not loving that corner. Maybe that label might be right. Just cut that in half. That looks better, doesn't it? So again, just glue that straight down there. Okay. Oops. Just wondering whether I wanted to have a butterfly over there, but I think they're actually all better being over this side, to be honest. one like that. Okay. Just getting all those hot glue threads out from there. So yeah, I mean, that looks quite nice, doesn't it? Now just wondering whether we could just put some gold or anything around the edge, or whether we should do some of that white splattery type look like we did on the last one. I don't know whether it's going to look quite right on here, because this one's looking a lot more brown, you know, than the other one did. Ooh, let's just try this. Okay. That's quite nice on that fabric, I think. So yeah, just going to put it down there. Just like, you know, nestled under that butterfly, but on top of that fabric. So like that. That looks good. Yep, that looks good on there. Now, what do we think? Let me just bring this one in and see. So just trying to picture what this would look like with splatters. With splatters and things all over it, whether it would just look really awful. I'll try and picture. I don't think it's going to look quite right, to be honest. So I think for this one, I'm going to go for just some gold on it, to be honest. I think the gold would be much better than the splatters. Okay. You know, I mean, I'm even putting a bit of gold there onto the fabric. You know, it just ties it in, and yeah, looks nice on there. So let's just see if we'd like to have a pearl somewhere. So we could just have like a pearl on one or two of the butterflies, or we could have like a little row of them somewhere. So let me just try one there. Oops. Oh no, that's a bit weird, isn't it? Yeah, that's definitely a bit weird. Or we could have them here. Oh yeah, that looks better, doesn't it? So I hope you can kind of see, you know, because I know they're not really showing up brilliantly on that label, but yeah, they just looked a bit better than, you know, just on those butterflies. Right, one. So start with that middle one, and then I can work my way to the other two. So this one, oops. Oh, I have managed to get so messy today, honestly. Yay. Oh, I love how that looks now. Yeah, really, really, really nice. So, yeah, I mean, they're both very, very different looks, aren't they? I mean, I think they're both really, really grungy, you know, which was the look I wanted to go for. But they've come out very, very different looks, haven't they? So, yeah, I really like them. So let me know below what you think to them. I mean, they're quite a different kind of look for me, being, you know, super, super grungy like that. But, yeah, let me know what you think. Now, if I were using these as a journal card, I would either just kind of ink this up now, so as it could be just, you know, journaled on like that, or, you know, just cover it with some, you know, some coffee dyed paper on the back or something. Right, so sorry, this is actually the next day, but I just wanted to come and show you how I finished these off. So I just literally stitched them onto, you know, glued them and then stitched them onto this craft coloured card. So just cutting around here, obviously to kind of like match the edges up. And it just, you know, just finishes them off, you know, properly. So they're a bit more solidy and, yeah, a bit more feeling, I guess, like a journal card. You know, rather than just a single sheet of paper, even though it was thick. You know, I like them to be, yeah, twice as thick, I suppose. So that's that one. Oh, excuse me. And then I've just got this little black flower, which I thought possibly we could have somewhere. So maybe there to the side. So I'm just going to glue that, oops, glue that on. Like that. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that looks pretty, doesn't it? And it just finishes that one off nicely. And then the other one, oops, again, just trim this off. Now I want to leave this thread piece here long, so I'm just going to go in there and trim that like that. Just because I wanted that fabric really like overhanging, so like that. Okay. I mean, to be honest, I don't know really as the thread is that noticeable, but you know it's there, don't you, if you've sewn it on. So, you know, I don't know about you, but if ever I feel like something needs something else, you know, even if nobody else notices it, if you've felt the fact it needs something, then yeah, I think it kind of, it does help, doesn't it, to do that. So yeah, that's the other one. So you can probably just about see the thread there. Obviously it's more visible in some places than others. But yeah, that's how they're just finished off. And then, like I say, they're just on this buff coloured, you know, paper / card on the other side. So yeah, I hope that you like them. I mean, super different for me, very, very grungy. But yeah, I think they look really nice. So I hope that you like them. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully it's given you some inspiration to get out some of your books and your book images and just play around with them and, you know, do something really different. So yeah, thank you so much, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks then. Bye.